Developing breaking story out of Toronto. The Toronto Maple Leafs have just made a deal with the Carolina Hurricanes. The Leafs get Alex Galchenyuk for forward Egor Korshkov and D-man David Warsofsky. Yes, the same Galchenyuk who was just dealt to the Carolina Hurricanes, who the Hurricanes then, once he cleared waivers, sent him down to their minor league affiliate, who is now a Toronto Maple Leaf. Did you follow all that? Hey, everybody, welcome to Game Night on 7-Eleven. That's Hockey. Mike Johnson in studio. I'm Gino Reda. It's great to have you with us. MJ, let me just start with the question that came to my mind as soon as I heard this news was, why?
I think that's a completely valid question, and not one that there's an easy, obvious answer, because we look at what Galchenyuk brings to the ice. He does have a lot of high-end skill, but not enough to play in a top six role or offensive role on the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's not reliable enough or astute defensively enough to be on your bottom six or your checking line. So is he just, in case of emergency, break glass? Like, he's way down the line if something happens that he's a talented player available to you, and maybe you can rehabilitate some of his game. There are some things, though. If you wanted a body, he does not have to quarantine. There are no border restrictions. That does matter
because
this year.
He did not go to Carolina.
He did not cross
originally.
He was
still in Canada.
He was hanging in Canada. Also, by unloading 2 contracts and taking 1 back, the Toronto Maple Leafs gain 1 contract of available space. You're allowed 50 contracts out of the organization. Now with this deal, they're at 46. So if they want to do other transactions later in the year, you've given yourself a little bit more space to add more bodies. But beyond that, I don't see a natural fit. He wasn't good enough to play in the top 6 in Ottawa.
Yeah.
One of the lowest scoring teams in the league. He's not good enough to play in the top 6 in Toronto.
Is there any chance there's anybody, okay, let's go down to the bottom 6. Is there anybody that he would represent an upgrade on the Leafs roster that say, okay, well, if this guy doesn't produce, we'll slide Galchenyuk in there?
Okay, so you're not going to touch the third line, because we know Sheldon Keefe wants the third line to be a checking line. That's been a point of emphasis this year. So you're just strictly talking about the fourth line. So is he better than Spezza, Barabanov, Boyd, Patan, VC right now? If you think he's better than those guys, then maybe he's in that conversation. Now, he might be more talented individually, but I've watched Alex for 6 years. I've been around the Montreal Canadiens all the way back then. And he means well. He's a well-intentioned kid. He just has a hard time translating his skill into the team game plan and using his teammates. He's just too unreliable, I don't think, for a fourth-line role. No matter how much skill you want to roll out there, I would almost, you'd be hard-pressed to see an easy upgrade, even on the fourth line.
There's not an obvious fit right there, but we'll keep an open mind and see where he slides in.